guys, my name is Mary Burkott.
I'm Brendan Doyle.
I'm Leo Fitzsimmons.
And I'm Raul Ferrari.
And this is the Royal
View. That was
Yeah.
delayed.
That was kind of delayed.
Yeah.
That wasn't our best intro.
You were a little bit too excited for that one.
I was super
and
excited.
it kind of threw everybody else off.
I am
Your
excited.
energy
Am I
levels.
not allowed to be excited?
No, I'm just saying that your energy levels were very unexpected and we didn't know how to, match that energy.
So you're saying you don't have good improv skills?
I didn't say that, but if you want to just throw me under the bus again, you can go ahead.
I feel like
and
it was
do
strongly
that.
hinted
It's
at.
implied.
It's not implied. You were supposed to go next, so if anyone has bad improvisational skills, it's Brendan.
I took over because I thought that one of you guys would take care of it, but
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get right into our
are the
topics
president.
today.
what's our topics today?
Today we're going to talk about, first we're going to talk about Nicole Arbour, who is a YouTube star who often does satirical
She does like video
YouTube
blogs,
videos,
right?
but
She does,
she's
like, vlogs, right?
Some
really
vlogs.
big, like hugely under fire right now because she did a video called Dear Fat People, and basically fat shames. And she's trying to be funny, but and what do you guys think? Did you guys watch the video?
I did watch the video because you linked it to us.
I did send it to you.
As a satire, it was fine. It wasn't super great, I don't think. I don't think it was super.
Nothing new.
Yeah, nothing new.
There's nothing new.
It's whatever. With the fat shaming thing in general, whatever. You can yell and be mean to whoever you want. I don't super get the fat acceptance thing because it's more of
I
a
don't
health
either.
concern than any. Yeah, that's where I'm like, that's like the one thing where I'm like, that doesn't really
Thank
make any
you.
sense. It's
Thank you.
But
not only to look good, but to be healthy
Yeah,
also.
be healthy.
That's,
do you
You
think
can't
that she maybe
encourage-
took it a little too far? Like I watched it and I was uncomfortable, and I know she's being funny.
Yeah.
But she maybe, I think she really maybe should have done like maybe a warning in
Yeah.
the beginning, like a 10-second.
Well,
hey guys, this is just supposed to be funny.
I felt uncomfortable,
why do you
but I
have
think
to
it.
hold people's hands.
Well, I think I was
because
I was
we're a
on.
very sensitive society right now, honestly.
I was uncomfortable, but I felt because it was more that she wasn't very funny.
Thank you.
And I watched
Me
some
too.
more. I watched some
Me
more
too.
videos. She's not
that
super
good.
funny.
And I also kind of don't agree with. She went on The View. She was on The View, I think, today.
Yeah.
And she went on The View and she did not apologize at all. And I think
have to.
Yeah.
she didn't necessarily have to like apologize for trying to be funny, but I think that she should have maybe stepped up and said, "Hey, look, if anyone took offense to this, I am extremely sorry. That wasn't my purpose. The purpose was to be funny. I was trying to be funny. And if anyone didn't take it that way, I'm sorry." Like she could have at least said that.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of people who are genuinely upset. Because you know what, like some people are a little, we do have an obesity problem in the US, but you know what, like not everybody has to be skinny. And I think there's this huge thing where everyone, if you're not skinny, you're fat. And it's not true at all. You can have the fries, get the fries. I get the fries often. I love the
That's
fries.
fine.
But I just felt like it was a little bit over the top.
I don't know. Well, that's the whole point. Is she's just trying to be over the top. I don't know. Are you guys familiar with the One Janitor?
No.
No.
He also does video logs. He's pretty popular on YouTube. He had a famous video about like the friend zone and how it's like, that kind of went viral for a bit. But he had a video in response to this, which I thought made a lot of really good points in that, maybe was her video like funny? Kind of, but not really. It wasn't that great.
Yeah.
But whether it was funny or not, like it's not her responsibility to be nice to you or for other people to be nice to you. She did her video.
But people can have their opinion.
And people, and
She has the right to voice her
if
opinion.
people, and if people have their right just to be mad at her video too,
Yeah.
they have a right to be upset. But it's not her responsibility. And it kind of sucks that we live in a society now where people, and a lot of people, like especially comedians, are under a lot too, where people, for some reason, are pretending as if comedians are not trying to tell jokes or they're being serious, like taking something out of context and trying to just making it like
It's,
that. And I don't agree.
We are in a very sensitive
I heard the word for it. It's like micro transgressions or something like that.
Yes.
Where the thing is like people have like
Microtransgressions.
it's basically like the hair trigger now that people
That's-
are very quick to call something offensive, which
They really,
Yeah.
really
the
are.
internet has some offensive things that
Absolutely.
people meant to be hurtful, but sometimes
God.
it's just someone sharing their opinion and it's
Yeah.
not necessarily
And
meant
it's
to be
just-
offensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I do think
It's fine.
people take things really seriously.
What are your thoughts, Leo?
Yeah, do you have anything to add? I'm sorry, we kind of steamrolled you.
First and foremost, I just want to, I don't know if we can get a zoom on his shirt, but he got a nice tiki
It's actually a
shirt.
pretty
It's
sweet
cute,
shirt.
it's very trendy.
Yeah.
I I love it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
No.
In-
All right.
in regard to, thank you, Raul. In regards to this stuff, in my opinion, this is, ironically, in my opinion, this could be an extremely overly complex or a very simple matter. I'm going to simplify it and say, in my
Yes.
opinion, again, with the rise of stuff, when TV first came out, TV personalities were huge. Now YouTube personalities are huge. Again, everything you do is scrutinized. I also think it speaks on the character of the individual. If you take something negatively, even if it wasn't, or if it was meant to be negative towards anybody, you could still put a positive twist on it.
Yeah, I agree.
Again, I wouldn't say that we should overly support obesity. We also shouldn't overly condemn it because that won't help anybody. I would
Yeah.
just say make a
I agree
couple
with that.
jokes, keep your audience in mind. Don't go over the top if you don't need to. And I think a lot of comedians are smart enough to know when they're going
Yeah.
over the top.
Well, sometimes,
If you feel like you did something wrong, it's okay to say sorry. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
don't be something that you don't have to be. It's my
Yeah.
opinion.
I agree with that. Just don't be mean. Don't be rude.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
kind of be nice.
A certain
but at
level
the
of
same time,
respect.
but at the same time, like the same thing like Brendan said, like fat acceptance just all the way through is just
No.
you can't do that
No,
either.
you
Just like you
can't.
can't,
Definitely
just like
can't.
you can't do like overly accepting skinny people,
Yeah.
like because then that's how you get like bulimics
Bulimia.
and anorexics.
You
and-
don't have to pick from the two
I
extremes.
mean, and she does
Yeah.
say in
Yeah,
the video,
just be
she
normal.
says if you
Yeah,
have a
don't-
health issue, that's not who I'm talking about. She even says that in the video. She's like, you
Yeah.
have a problem. I'm not making fun of you in any way because people do have hypothyroidism, all those things like that. But yeah. But speaking of controversies in the
and
news,
extremes.
Kim Davis.
Yeah.
How do we feel about her? Kim Davis is the one
Oh.
who she worked. Where does she? Do you know where? I forget where it is. It's somewhere.
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Thank you.
Yep.
Cameraman. just
I was
gave
gonna say that, but I
it to
wasn't
us.
sure.
But she
Thanks, Dan.
gives out licenses for marriage.
Yeah.
And she's been refusing to give out licenses for gay marriage.
Yeah.
And she is being sued. She's
Yeah.
in jail. And what do you guys think about that?
I think she should do her job.
She
Right.
mean.
Or look for another job. But of course, she's making so much dough, like at that job. Of course, she doesn't want to quit. But you can't.
They need to
Yeah,
fire
That's
her.
she
another
needs-
thing. That's another thing. Why hiding behind your religion to be discriminatory? That's also something that's
like-
kind of being a thing in this society. That's
I mean,
not
here's the thing.
good.
You're allowed to have your religion. You're allowed to have your beliefs.
Yeah.
But there's a separation between church and state. And if your religion is keeping
Is
you
it
from
though?
doing your job, then
Yeah,
you
you
shouldn't
gotta-
have that job.
Yeah, you gotta step down.
Yeah,
That's-
gotta step
that's
down.
the
Job.
You
You
can't
can't
just not do
refuse
your
people.
job.
Yeah, you can't refuse to do your job. You can't refuse people for their basic rights.
Well, she could stay in jail. Actually,
Yeah.
I was wrong. She could, keep her title.
I
and
think
just
she
stay
does.
in
I
jail
think
forever.
anyone who honestly supports her is like
she on paid leave?
severely misguided.
Huckabee.
Yeah, they're really misguided. Yeah, it's very true.
What do you think?
I saw a
about
good picture with a waitress, and she's like, this woman hates her job, and she still does it.
Yeah.
It's like this angry. She's like, she hates people too, but she still does
Yeah.
her job. So, I don't know, that was funny.
No, I mean, I totally agree with everything that's been said here.
What?
But you're making fun of my hands.
Was it-
But no, definitely. Obviously, every kid grows up knowing the difference between church and state. So just like you shouldn't let your religion influence your job by saying, and again, you can bring that up to your employer, but it's like something like this. It's like the highest court in the country has said that you have to do this. Just do it or get a new job.
Exactly.
If she's clearly so good at her job, you're not going to tell me that she doesn't possess the skills to get another job. Whether it's different, but she must be professional in some sense. Obviously not all senses,
Yeah.
otherwise she wouldn't be sitting behind bars.
What?
I would just say do your job.
Yeah. What about this in comparison with the people that didn't want to sell cakes to like gay couples that were getting married or do their floral arrangement? Because that was a big thing that happened not like a couple of months ago, right?
Again, I think it's
Right.
pointless. You're basically depriving yourself of business.
you
That's
really
not
are.
smart.
Because it's a different thing. Maybe that it's like, okay, this is like a private business and you can get your flowers elsewhere. So I guess I can discriminate.
They can do
Although
whatever
I
they
don't,
want, but
I don't agree
personally-
with the sentiment, but I
Yeah.
think maybe it's more fair in that sense. In terms of this is like, I'm trying to get a marriage license. Is that like a gubernatorial job? Like,
I think
Doing
marriage
marriage
is a little bit more
license?
a good word.
serious. but-
Yeah.
is it?
Gubernatorial?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, it's through the courts.
I learned
so
it the
yeah.
other day.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that like, in terms of like floral shops and stuff like that, I think that they can, I guess, turn people away. But if I found out that somebody wasn't selling cakes or,
Yeah.
flowers to what was selling
Well,
to
that-
gay people, I probably wouldn't go there and they'd lose business. And it's dumb for them to do if they would rather.
That's true, but
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
fine,
the only difference is that she's obligated in her
Yeah.
job to do
Yeah.
it,
Like, 100%
and
obligated.
it kind
That is your job.
of throws a wrench
Yeah.
into a lot of other people's plans. So
She's an idiot.
she has to step down.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would have to agree with you. I just think the whole thing is dumb, to be quite
Yeah.
honest with you.
I agree.
She's whack.
Um,
I don't know. That's crazy. Kim
Man.
Davis.
Those were big
So,
topics. We actually kind of agreed on all of them.
Yeah, we did agree
I was
on that.
surprised.
We did
We
agree
also
on that.
we also went through them fairly quickly. I thought that we were gonna spend a little bit more
We
time.
can talk about
but I'm
marriage
surprised.
now,
I'm
in
surprised.
general.
Do you
Oh.
want a filibuster?
Do we really want to do
Yeah,
this?
what you want to take some time
We're
to
gonna
Should we
we're
do
gonna
a
talk
break?
About,
maybe we should do
know.
a break
Should we
while
do a
you
break and
while
then
you
say
think about your
break?
filibuster.
All right.
all right, so we'll do a break and then we'll come back and talk about many more controversial topics.
Stay tuned.
So you never know if we're allowed
What the
to
hell
do
was that?
Yeah.
Because I'm guilty of being one proud mama.
Millie doesn't know that I took the job, so if she sees it, I'm dead. She takes it every day.
Fine.
No, don't do that. Sam, did you just throw that bottle of Coke out?
Yeah, Sally, why?
Go in there, grab that Coke, recycle that. This ain't no joke.
Yeah, you're right, Sally.
So I told her she was
We're
just
back.
dumb. Oh. Oh.
And we're gonna kind of gateway from our Kim Davis talk to just marriage in general and kind of
Yeah.
how marriage is portrayed in the media.
Right.
Recently, there have been an obscene amount of divorces happening. We have Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton. We have Ben Affleck with Jennifer Gardner.
Oh, she
and
did.
Just
Ben Affleck
Brian
again.
Austin Green, Megan Fox. So many people are getting divorced. And I mean, it's not an anomaly in Hollywood. Divorce is like a normal thing in Hollywood. And I think that personally, I think that's very problematic. Do you guys agree?
Sure.
Yeah.
I would definitely say, and again, marriage is a very generic term. Again, when you're talking about these celebrity marriages, you don't know if the marriage was actually, love, if it was some derivative, if it was just the physical, or if they were just in it for the publicity.
I
Yeah.
hope not.
Because, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that a celebrity has done something that is, supposed to be sacred, and they did it just for the pure publicity of it.
We have
Adopting
Rock of
kids
Love.
is another great one.
Rock of Love was a good show, though.
The Bachelor, The Bachelorette. Like this is we have these shows where it's a contest to get married. And then we have on the other side people complaining about the sanctity of marriage and how it's being tarnished by the gays. And it's just like, what's going on? Like
Yeah, no, I totally agree
like
with
what,
that. Yeah,
there's
it's
so many double
comical.
standards. It's very weird. It's very comical. And I don't know. Marriage is weird. I don't want to get. Well, I think maybe I'll get married at some point.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. It has to be like the right person.
Yeah, well, that hopefully.
Hopefully.
Well, that was the
But
original,
people
say
that,
the original
People
idea of
say
marriage.
that, but they're very quick to just like be like, oh, but I just like this one person just like right now, so I have to do it. And it's like, no, you kind of have to like.
No,
wait
that's not
around.
how it
I
works.
just think it's very bizarre.
I don't know.
If you look at like our grandparents' generation and past generations, getting divorced was like a
Yeah.
huge horror.
Yeah.
Like, horror.
couldn't do it. Like,
can't
you'd
do
have to,
that.
like,
You'd be
move
shamed.
to
another
yeah,
state.
Exactly.
Well, that's
Yeah.
because all of the implications, you had the religious implications of that. So, again, church very central at that point. So, that was a community. Then you had the town as its own social community. If you did that in all regards, you were kind of basically a pariah. You basically
Yeah.
blackballed
But I
yourself.
also kind of think, and I mean, this might be wrong, but I do think it was a bit more, people tried more to work things out. I mean, obviously there are
should.
certain things that I think are unforgivable, if that makes sense. I mean, not unforgivable, but unforgettable. But I think that now people just you know, they get divorced, they just say irreconcilable differences in terms of like, you know, we just like don't love each other anymore. And it's like, well, why don't you work on
Yeah,
it? Do you know what
I
I
don't
mean?
know. Yeah, people are very quick to just be like,
Yeah,
"Oh, I don't love
it's
you."
just not working, so we're just gonna
Let's bring this back to Rick and Morty, just
I-
because you know, Beth and Jerry are going through so much.
Oh yeah.
And they stick together. They got married out of just having kids out of
One's
a
a
pregnancy.
worm, one's a monster.
One's a
and-
worm. One's an
Yeah,
arachnoid thing.
Yeah.
And you know what? They work together and they're
makes sense if you
stronger
saw
than
that.
ever until next week, maybe.
Yeah. Until next
So
week, maybe.
gotta work on it.
I-
I know it's very
Homework,
important.
just know.
I think that you do have to work on it. I do think that it is tough to be married. Yeah, I know. It's fine. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. It's a mosquito.
Anyway.
It's not a mosquito. What is it?
It's a gnat.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Thank you for
ADHD roundtable.
Yeah, thanks for derailing. Little gnat. I don't know. I think that people do work on it. I think that is the first course of action is to work on it, and I think that doesn't always work out.
If
You
it
know,
doesn't
because
work out,
because
then-
people rush into stuff.
I think divorce is too accepted in our society right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I would say too accepted. I think that you
just so
should.
easy.
I think you should be able to back out if
Oh,
both
yeah,
parties
but-
are genuinely unhappy. I think that I think it's less of a problem with divorce, and I think it's more of a problem with actually deciding to get married.
Yeah.
Because
that's
I think
probably
that
true.
some people just kind of need to.
Yeah.
And you know what? Actually, this is very interesting and very random, but
Yes.
I have done research on cohabitation. And cohabitation is a really big thing now,
Yeah.
where people usually tend to move in with each other before they get married. And divorce rates for cohabitation are obscenely high.
Yeah.
They are like 75%. I mean, divorce rates in general are really
Yeah.
high, but
So it means like for
basically the research that I did was saying that with cohabitation, people move in with each other and like they're doing great and it's fine and they feel like the next natural progression of the relationship is to get married instead of
Yes.
actually wanting to get married. It just seems like that's what they should be doing because they're already moved in
Everybody's just
together.
trying to hit every milestone, and it's like
Yeah.
you don't need to do that right away, man.
some people might feel pressured though because of stuff like taxes and.
Having babies.
Having babies
'Cause that happens
and
a lot now.
like if
Yeah.
like you're cohabitating with someone and that other person dies, then that can kind of be a bit of a mess legally at least.
So let's just get married.
yeah,
and
well,
die.
honestly, like some people do that, and it's not always a good decision.
Yeah, but that's not at the forefront. They're like, oh, you know what, dude? Just in case my boyfriend dies, I gotta get married
should
to him.
marry,
Like,
yeah.
come on.
That's
Come
true,
on.
that's true.
You gotta be like 30 years old to be thinking about stuff like that, probably.
way in the
Or
future.
just, I don't know.
Okay, if you guys were to get married,
Yes.
what's your ideal age? Or is that just
For
a
when
thing
I
that
get
think
married?
of?
See, that's again, you're just
Ooh. I
I mean,
putting
there's a lot of
goal
factors
timeline.
to
Yeah.
out there.
Just I have a
Get
goal
married
age.
when you.
I would
Get
like to.
married.
I hope to push it off until at least next year. I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah,
I don't want to do it tomorrow.
I'm gonna take a year off. Yeah.
Yeah, let me take
Ideal.
a. Yeah.
Here's my ideal. Married at 28, together with no kids for 2 years, travel, have so much fun, and then have kids. at
2
30.
years.
That's such
More.
a template. More.
Like 4 or 5.
Oh my God.
Don't have kids.
Did you pick out the
I'm
dog
not
name yet?
too old of a mom.
You'll be like 32.
But I mean, then when they're of age that we can actually hang out and be cool, I'll
Don't
be
try
super
don't
old.
try
You
and be
don't
your
want to
kid.
be.
Don't try to be your
Listen,
kid's
yeah,
friend.
don't
Be
be
their
your
mom.
friend. Yeah, don't be your kid's friend. Come on. What's we have
Sorry,
an
we don't get along
epidemic
with
in
her.
this country.
Yeah,
of cool
well,
parents.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we kind of
Yo,
friends.
trying to be the cool parent is guaranteed gonna make you the uncool parent.
you know what you should do? You should adopt
You're gonna-
like a 17-year-old.
I would love to adopt.
You're gonna
adopt an adult and be their friend.
Foster system is like 3 days.
You want her like to adopt a 24-year-old?
adopt.
I was thinking of adopting, making one of mine an adoption.
That's the lowliest adoption agency ever. Can I get a friend, please?
Yeah, dude.
Can I just get someone to
There
talk
has to
to?
be, yeah, there has
That's
to
pretty
be
crazy,
people
yeah.
available.
Oh, it's I you know that seems about right. Like
Yeah.
late 20s,
I mean,
early
obviously
30s.
you can't actually plan that, but if it's an ideal. It's
That's an ideal.
Yeah, I don't know. Just
I'll admit, I
whenever.
do have a Pinterest board.
I feel like it.
And my sister just got married this weekend. It was absolutely beautiful and amazing. And I was like, wedding fever for a little bit, but obviously I
Did you
didn't.
catch the
Wedding
bouquet?
fever.
Let's talk
She
about
didn't do that.
weddings.
She didn't throw the bouquet.
Oh
Yeah.
boy,
What's-
weddings.
yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah. What are you right about? What about
weddings?
weddings?
I don't know.
Weddings are weddings are a topic and in a league of their own. Let's
Yeah.
not.
I love weddings, but yeah, it was an amazing wedding. I I had to say speech. I was maid of honor.
My wedding's
cry?
on a Ferris wheel.
I only cried once, not during the speech. I cried when my dad walked my sister down the aisle because he cried. And when your dad
Oh,
cries,
yeah, then everyone in your family starts
actually my
crying.
brother cried more than I did throughout the whole thing.
Wow.
My
Yeah.
dad puts on glasses whenever he cries. He doesn't want people to see him cry, so he has these shades. And you just see him.
Your dad is super tough then.
Everyone's like happy, and they're all like, oh, and they're like sad. And you just see my dad, and he's just like,
He puts on his sunglasses and looks up
Angry.
at the sky.
yeah. He's like, oh, I'm not mad.
I'm not
sad.
crying.
I'm not
You
sad.
mean,
Like,
Yeah.
he's sad.
What?
All right. So from there, we're going to talk about female presidents.
What
Yes.
what a
That was-
great
But not.
segue.
I know. I'm so skilled at segues.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say about female president. Super excited if it were to happen, but don't vote for somebody just because they're female.
I
Yeah,
agree.
that's good. Well, I'm just saying because Fiorina is actually like gaining ground in the polls,
she
which
is.
is unheard of because back in like July she was like dead last. So I think that that's very interesting. And it could be interesting the fact that we could see her and Hillary on a ticket.
Together.
Yeah,
Pretty
that
crazy.
that would be very crazy. It'd be a lot of firsts for this election.
I watched this video.
Yeah.
It was kind of a journalistic video, but more of a raising awareness. And this guy went and asked people on a college campus, why are you going to vote for Hillary? Like, well, obviously he asked first if they were voting for Hillary, but
Yeah.
he said, why were you voting for her? And absolutely every single person said because she's a woman. And it was kind of showing.
That's not always a
It
good
was
reason.
such an ignorant thing to say. I mean, obviously, y'all all know I'm a feminist, and I would love to see a woman in office, but I want the right person in office. I want the
Yeah,
right
well, when
person.
it comes to politics, again, you have to look beyond that stuff. You know, not just because they share the same party affiliation as me,
Yeah.
because they're the same religion, they have the same hair color, we have
Yeah.
the same eye prescription. It doesn't really matter. In my opinion,
Yeah.
I think this is great. Now, the reason that I don't like Hillary,
Yes.
this is
Because
relating.
she's a woman.
No,
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 I'm
thank
just
you.
kidding.
No.
Now that's a perfectly acceptable reason not to vote for
Perfectly
someone.
reasonable reason.
No.
That was just a joke.
That's
guys.
a joke. That's
guys.
a joke.
That was a joke. Don't.
Please don't yell at us.
Do not knock over my coffee.
But
Please send all your angry emails to the
I
Royal
don't
Trans
affiliate with
EU.
them. No, the reason that I don't like Hillary is because, again, politics today, anything that you do behind the scenes eventually comes to light.
very true.
So she has been very upfront about supporting LGBT issues.
Yeah.
But a lot of rumors, and I've looked into some of them that I've heard regarding all of those supposedly illicit emails of hers, some of them proved that beforehand she was actually not in support of LGBT issues. So she's basically lying just to get the gay vote.
Flip-flopping.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if we'll ever know for
what's the-
sure if
Yeah.
that's true or not.
What if she just changed her opinion?
Yeah,
Like, what if
that's
she,
the thing I have to say.
That's
a
what I
lot
don't
of
like
people
about
are quick,
flip flops. What's flip flop? You
I've
should
had-
be able to.
I've
change
had
your
a change
opinion,
of
I
heart.
agree. No, I totally agree with you.
It's
You should be able to change your opinion. The thing I'm saying is, in my opinion, I feel like she only flip-flopped for the sake
for
of
votes.
votes.
I don't know
Not
that
your
much about
opinion.
emails, but maybe that's probably true.
I
don't know.
would like, intrinsically, I would like to believe that a lot of these politicians genuinely just change their opinion. Sometimes it can be fishy, but I'm going to remain ignorant in that fact because, even if it's not true, at least she's got to do something about it. You know what I mean? Even if she
Yeah,
doesn't
I mean,
necessarily
it's kinda
believe it and she's
good.
saying that she does, she's going to have to, put in the effort and put in, to
Yeah.
do something. So even if
And
it's
even
not
if she doesn't believe it,
a true thing, she's going to have to do something
do it.
about it.
Yeah.
So-
And even if you don't like it, like at
It
least
sucks,
help
but-
it. Like I don't really care so much for the gays, but you know what? Y'all should be able to do your own thing. So you do it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, preferably you actually would support it and
Oh yeah.
want great things for it, but as
It's
long as
unheard
something's
of.
something's happening.
You know what? As long as if she gets into office, she can't do anything to work against the gay community. If those are her
Exactly.
inclinations, you know what? I'm fine with it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I have to say. But I think maybe
Word.
it's time for another PSA break. Do you guys agree?
Yeah, I'd
Probably.
say so.
They
We
always
need to
bring
collect
it
some
on
more
them.
thoughts.
They're never
All right.
ready, so hopefully they are. So we're gonna go on PSA break.
Word, word,
Stay
word.
tuned
Yo.
after this short break.
Oh
yeah.
wait,
We'll
never
be
mind. We're not
right
on commercial
back.
break. How about we go to commercial break? Commercial break?
Good idea, man.
You should tell us when to go on.
try again. Don't do that. Put it in this one.
So, April.
Yeah?
You know your charger's still using energy when it's plugged into the wall, right?
Yeah, but that's not my charger. I don't even have a cell phone.
Millions of kids are using their energy wisely. What's your excuse?
Ahmad?
Raul.
We're back. And what are we talking about, guys?
Oh, so I guess we're gonna talk about this kid named Amal. I forgot.
That's not his name.
Amal. It's not Amal. I was thinking Jamal. See, I'm screwing up this intro already.
Ahmed.
It's
It's
Ahmed.
Ahmed.
I'm gonna look it up.
Ahmed.
Ahmed.
Ahmed. I don't know how you want to say it.
It's not a K. It's
Ahmed.
Ahmed.
I know, but it's called
We don't ever pronounce her.
appropriation of language.
Anyways,
Ahmed.
What
I don't know.
about Ahmed?
Anyways, this kid, he's 14 years old. He's from Texas.
Ahmed Muhammad.
He made a clock. He's very into technology. He used to be in the robotics club. He was loving it. And, you know, he goes to high school. He's like, you know what? I'm going to show the teachers that I have an interest in this thing. So I'm going to bring this clock that I made in like 20 minutes.
Wow, he sounds like such a good kid. What happened?
He is a good kid. You know what? He was a Muslim. That's what happened.
Oh, dude, what's his last name? Muhammad? It was.
Wait, it might have been. I forget his last
It
name.
is. I just looked it up.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was.
Just like,
I
yep.
didn't want to make that generalization.
Yeah.
But Ahmed Muhammad. And you know, he
It's a
brought
very
this clock.
common name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like one of the most common ones in that faith.
In the
region.
world.
Yeah, in the world.
Literally in the world.
Literally in the world. And
And,
if we keep talking about little details,
Yeah.
but then he finally brought this clock in, showed it to one teacher. He's like, oh, that's pretty cool. Don't show that to anybody else, though. And then he's like, oh, he felt discouraged. And then he goes to class, and his alarm clock goes off, and then he's just like, oh, man, let me just turn off this thing. And then he shows the teacher, and they're like, oh, this is kind of sketchy. So the teacher decides to call the police, because that's what you do. You don't ask, you don't talk to someone, you just call the police on them.
Yeah, logically.
And so this poor 14-year-old kid gets taken away by the police, gets interrogated super hard for like hours, misses his council meetings, and he's just like really bummed. And even though he said that it was just a clock, and from the beginning he said it was just a clock, people are still like, it might be a bomb though. Just because it was in like a little box. It was like a little, it's not even a suitcase, it's just like a little box that had a pony on the front or something.
Yeah.
Like a little metal box you can get for like $5 at like Target. My friend has one of those boxes. He keeps his cards and poker chips in it.
Yeah.
And like, apparently that makes it a movie bomb, and that's just a snook, if you will.
That's terrible.
So what are your
is
thoughts?
terrible.
You know,
That sums it up.
Islamophobia,
That's
typical
I definitely
Texas.
think
I don't know.
I definitely think it was racist of them to. I mean, obviously they should have looked into it more. I mean, I guess no. I mean, that's basically all.
Do you think they have the right?
I don't think they have the right. I do think it's interesting because I do think we're going to hear about this a lot more for the next couple months because both Obama and Hillary like tweeted out saying like Hillary just like tweeted out like said it was wrong, and then Obama said, hey Ahmad, I think your clock's cool. You want to show it to me at the White House? It's just like
in the White House.
Yeah, it's just it's like that's
Oh my God.
like which may or may not be an invitation in. So I do think it's
plot twist.
I think it's wrong, but I also think it's interesting to see how quickly things move on social media.
I mean, here's the
Yeah.
thing. Also, I know at my dad teaches at a public high school, and they get all the time. They'll like find a note that says I have a bomb, and they like
Yeah.
to send everybody home.
Yeah.
Just
We don't
because
get
like you
sent
don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but I mean, obviously if there's any kind of thought, oh my God, is this a bomb? Like, that's terrifying. And maybe your first thing is to, I don't know if I want to look into it, because if it is, I'm gone.
Yeah.
But I do think
but it could
they
be like
probably
Batman, it
should
could
have
be
had
a
some kind
pie.
of procedure other than just calling the police right away.
Yeah, and it's like, and it was just weird that even though he was like defending himself, they were still like, well, it's because it was in a suitcase, which it wasn't really in a suitcase, but then, you know, they were like, oh, well, if this was just left, because it's a digital clock, and digital clocks have, through the media, they have all been used in, you know, time bombs and stuff like that, and, you know, their argument was that if this was left in like a bathroom or like on a bus or something, like, people would be freaking out. And I'm like, okay, I can see that, but this is like a 14-year-old kid that just made a clock, and literally, like, it's just like a circuit board with the digital clock on, like, in a box, and it's like you can look in there and see that there's no bomb.
Like some kid that's
it's
never
very
really had
easy.
trouble with anything before. He seems like they're just like, he just seemed like a good
This is
kid.
nothing new, though.
Yeah, I know.
Very
Racial profile is not something new. I think it was blown out of proportions because, again, like, the way that they reacted, in my opinion, was almost like if this was a Looney Tunes cartoon and you saw an alarm clock strapped to a bundle of dynamite. That would look suspicious. But again, circumstances are circumstances. Now, I don't know all of the details because I wasn't there. I think it was handled wrongly. I really do.
Yeah.
And honestly, in today's society, you know, where we try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, I think it really stinks that, you know, teachers, especially of all people who are supposed to give everybody the benefit of the doubt and really try to get to the bottom of things before taking drastic actions, jump to that conclusion.
Yeah.
I would definitely say so.
So does it make Texas look good at all?
Yeah, I'm sorry,
I
man.
think Texas kind of sets itself up a lot.
They do. No, they do. You know, I'm from Texas, so
You
I
still
won't
have
get
the Bush
mad.
legacy.
Even though you
Sorry,
get, even though
Raul.
you get mad because I say things about feminism, even though you're a feminist, I won't take it personally.
I don't take it personally. I sleep very fine at night, believe me. But
I don't think so. I think I haunt your dreams, but no, that's a
my
different
nightmares.
discussion.
That's what we'll say.
We don't have time to
dreams.
psychoanalyze that.
Very true.
Let's.
But we can be a little more uplifting. We're gonna do our celebrity highlight profile. But before we do that, we're gonna take our on-air selfie.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh,
We should
okay.
do it
Who wants to do it?
down there because I did it last week.
Down
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
All right.
Down in front.
Down in
I
front.
have it on filter fade.
Oh, awesome. All right.
Always.
So now, we're just gonna get everybody in here.
Oh, of course. Put your hand down.
Hey, that was good.
I
was trying to look at the camera and I couldn't find the dot.
Oh, it looked terrible, but whatever.
That's fine.
So now we're gonna do our celebrity highlights. Who are we talking about, guys?
We're talking about Nicki Minaj.
With two Ks. Two
Yeah,
Ks.
that's spelled wrong. I don't know who wrote that, but
I did. Oh no.
it's
Looks like two
N-I-C-K-I,
X's.
I think.
It's Nick.
See, it's
It's
Minaj.
Nixie.
Nixie Minaj. I like that. Nixie Minaj.
Yeah.
Minaj.
Yeah, we're going that.
How do you say
Leo,
her last name,
What
Brad?
do you think about Nicki Minaj?
Well, again, very interesting celebrity personality. Obviously, she initially started as an up-and-comer. It's undeniable, in my opinion, that she has a lot of very catchy songs. Even if you just remove the lyrics, like the melodies that she picks. I remember the summer that Starships came out. I mean, like, granted, all the kids at my camp were singing it, so it's like I heard it constantly.
Yeah.
But it's like, it was insanely catchy.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's not bad. And it's like, again, like, she like does so much unique stuff with music. Like in Starships, she like literally, I don't want to say rips off, but she literally inserts like the melody for a couple seconds of like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And I'm just like, who else in modern music is going to reference like a 3-year-old nursery
like a
rhyme
nursery
song?
rhyme,
But it's
yeah.
like,
Pop artists, yo,
but
they
it's
love
like
the
it
samples.
worked. The way that she did it, like I can't explain why it works, but
Yeah.
like it really does. And again, the music videos that she does also enhance,
Tight.
you know, the performance of her music, in my opinion. Again, you know, like Starships, you have like all these psychedelic effects going on in the background. I remember when I first watched Super Bass, I was like, wait, what am I watching? Because like I knew the song, but I'm like, this video really stands out to me, obviously, because literally it's just a sea of pink. But I'm just like, everything about it just
I
worked.
thought it
like,
was super bass,
no,
like
it's
the fish,
no.
because like the sea.
Are you joking?
Yeah, she dressed up like a fish
Yeah.
for the video.
Yeah. You don't remember?
She was a mermaid, but she had human legs and she had a fish head.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a reverse mermaid.
No,
That, that sounds about
Yeah.
right.
I'm not a fan of Nicki Minaj. I don't really follow her that much. I like the songs that I hear on the radio. I don't like look for Nicki Minaj songs on YouTube or anything like that. but I actually appreciate when Nicki was first on the scene. She took a very Lady Gaga approach to her career, where she was wearing very outlandish outfits and crazy things that people were, commenting on, obviously, because that was the intent of it. But as she's kind of progressed, she said, I don't really think I need to do that anymore. I don't need to be wearing these crazy things. Like, I can just let my music and my talent speak for itself. And she kind of classed herself up a little bit. And not that there's anything wrong with not being classy, because whatever, if you want to
be raunchy.
Yeah, go for it.
You can be raunchy if you want.
But I do appreciate that she kind of stepped away from that and said, that was one thing that I did, and I don't feel like I need to do that.
She is maturing as an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tight. Yeah.
Which not a lot of modern artists can necessarily say.
Yeah.
Now, I just wanted to ask, this is just a personal question, Mary. Now, when you say that you don't particularly like her, obviously you're not saying you dislike her, neither of the extremes. Are you specifically talking about her, like her character, or are you talking about her music style?
I mean, I'm not like a big rap person, to be honest. I do love my Eminem, and I love Drake. I love, I have some Lil Wayne songs, and some Kanye songs, but I don't.
Did you only love him pre or post Dawson's Creek?
It's fine.
You mean, not Dawson's Creek. What was he on? What was Drake on?
Degrassi.
Degrassi, yeah.
The Next Generation. I used to love that show.
I
He got
didn't
shot.
watch it. He was paralyzed.
Started with a D.
But rap has never been my
in a
thing. It has never been my thing. And that's not to say that I don't listen to it, because of course you'll find a couple of rap songs on my iPod. You'll find a couple of country songs on my iPod, and I really dislike country. But it's just not something I listen to often.
Well, I mean, again.
But I like her. I think she's gorgeous. I think she's got an amazing body. I think that she is a good role model for women in terms of she speaks out for what she believes in, and sometimes it might come off as a little bit strong, but who cares? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I appreciate
like
her, and I like
Nicole
her, and I think she's a brilliant rap artist. She writes her own stuff, and she has like different personalities, which is cool. Like she changes her voice and becomes somebody else, and people know those characters. I don't know those characters. I think one of them's Roman.
I don't know her characters.
But I think that's really cool, and it's an innovative thing to bring into her music. It's something different that not a lot of people do. But I appreciate her. I think she's smart, and I think she's creative, and I think she's good at what she does. I don't particularly love where she puts her music. You know what I mean? I just don't. It's just not my thing. But I appreciate her, and I think she's very successful, and she does well. Actually, you know what? There's one thing that does kind of annoy me, and this just annoys me in general of the music industry, is that I know she was quoted saying, I put out music that I know my fans can afford. Like, I know what my fans can afford. But then now she's signed with Tidal, which is that music thing that you have to pay for. Really, it's pretty expensive to listen to. And she's kind of jumping on that bandwagon of, I feel like artists aren't being compensated the way that they should be, and so it's kind of like the whole flip-flopping thing again. But I mean, she may just change her opinion.
But I mean, you can get music like everywhere though. Like you can, like her song's gonna be on YouTube like the next day.
Yeah.
Agreed, but you can't. I guess the video, people were upset that they couldn't see the video, and they were just upset because she was quoted saying, I'm never gonna put anything out there that my fans can't afford, and yet here you are doing that exact thing. But I mean, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Like, artists aren't getting paid. Like the whole music industry is like collapsing upon itself, like with the internet, and they don't know what to do with it, and they're kind of just stuck in this place. So they're just like, because they don't want to move on from the traditional views, but then again, like you can't just stay there, and so they're trying all this other stuff. And I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't know that much about Tidal. Is that like the app or something?
I think it's sort of similar to.
Didn't like Kanye make that or something? Like somebody made it.
Somebody made it. It's kind
somebody
of
made
like
some rap thing. I don't know, but that's weird. I mean, I get it. That what you said, your point. But then at the same time, like that video is gonna be on YouTube in
it's
like
not.
no
I tried
time.
to find it.
It's
been a while.
Well, maybe not YouTube, but it'll probably be somewhere on the internet. You can find anything on the internet.
Because it's this one that she did with Beyonce, so I was really interested.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. I don't know. Nicki Minaj is all right. I disliked her at first. I used to be very adamantly against her because of the same reasons that you said, that she just kind of was copying Lady Gaga's thing, which was kind of copying like Madonna's thing. And it's just like, and that kind of turned me off because I was just like, oh, that sucks. And I heard like one song, I don't remember which one it was, and it was kind of annoying to me. But then I was listening to this radio show the other day, and this was like an old episode, and they were talking, and this was around the time that this song like "Lookin' Ass" N-word came out, right? And it just, and they started like reviewing it as they were playing the song, and it was so catchy. It was so funny.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, and then I started listening to other songs, and they were just like really catchy. And I was
She
just
is
like,
really
you know,
catchy, too.
like it just like I didn't think that I would be, you know, listening to Nicki Minaj, but like I don't give her as much crap. There's some songs I don't really care for, and I'm not like big into her either. But like I don't hate her as much either.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know, she does her thing. She's a good choreographer. Like I feel like I haven't seen the whole like hip hop like choreography thing since like Missy Elliott.
Yeah, Missy.
And so like, I don't know. And that was crazy. Remember when she came up in the Super Bowl? I was like, yo, I thought you died.
Yeah, and everyone's like, who is this
I knew
person
she was-
who is
singing
this
next
person?
to?
I personally knew she wasn't, but a lot of people were confused.
Who's this person mooching off Miley Cyrus's
Oh my
success? I'm like,
God.
stop. No,
Yeah, right?
That's
No.
enough.
No.
That is enough.
But yeah,
everyone.
no, she's all right. You know, I feel like you know in Anaconda. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Anaconda.
Yes.
I think that was
It's hard
a cool.
not to be.
I think that was a cool use
don't.
of that sample.
Yeah, I love that song.
Like,
the
it
original
was-
song I love too. So.
Yeah, but
It
I
was
thought it was a really
unexpected, that's
cool.
what I
It was
liked
a
about
really
it.
cool use, and
Yeah.
they broke it up really good. I think Sir Mix a Lot Doug did a lot, and but there's like this part at the end where she starts laughing. She's like, all my fatties in the club or whatever. I can't say the actual lyrics, and then she just starts laughing. Like she has a really obnoxious laugh. I
Yeah.
don't know if she's doing it on purpose. That kind of.
That's what I like to play, is that her voice can be kind of a bit much sometimes. Like,
Oh
yeah,
boy,
like that.
Nikki. Let's just get back to your twerking
Yeah,
business. I don't know.
but since we're talking about music, that seems like a good place to talk about our music picks
yeah,
of the week.
music peaks. That.
Yeah. All right, everyone. What are our music peaks for this
All right,
week?
that's the end of the show.
No.
Yes,
What are
split it
your
up.
music peaks?
You have to pick your music.
I'm gonna go last. You go first. I didn't think of one.
Oh, I'm not sure I do. I do. Internet band called the Noisy Freaks, which is like electronic rock. It's like a lot of kind of funky stuff. Which I like.
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
It's not bad.
I'm not gonna lie. The only music I have stuck in my head right now is the music that we'll be doing for the Singers concert this weekend, family weekend.
When's that, Leo? Tell us exactly what day and time.
Yeah,
It is Saturday, either at 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the Houlihan McLean Center. It's actually going to be really awesome. We're going to
there.
do really awesome
don't. Yeah.
songs. You don't want to name any songs we're going to be doing?
A solo thing. I have like a group thing. Huh?
No, what are the songs you have stuck in your head?
Yeah,
from
what's the
that?
song? What's and
Uh,
why is it Coney Island Baby?
Because Coney Island Baby is a good song.
Yeah,
it is.
Okay?
It is.
I also have, we're doing Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's good.
That's a fun
Which
I like
is
that.
really fun to do. We're doing tribute to the armed forces.
hate
So it's
that
basically all of like, the Army and the Navy and stuff. It sounds really cool in a
Okay,
choral
cool.
arrangement.
All right, cool.
We're going to be doing Lift Your Light, which is like this really awesome uplifting song. We're also going to be doing, it's an older Irish song. It's called Be Thou My Vision. It's a lot more religiously affiliated, but it sounds really, really nice
Like
when
the
you hear it.
superhero?
It's more spiritual.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
not like that at all. No.
it's cool.
What are you talking about?
Like the Vision, you know.
The vision.
no,
the
not
Vision.
Marvel's Vision.
Yeah.
No.
It's the Vision, idiot.
It's Be Thou My Vision, not The Vision.
Oh well, then I lost interest.
Oh my.
Mary, what are your
Oh,
picks of
wow.
this week?
Okay, my picks of the week. Well, one of them isn't. I'm gonna say two, but one of them isn't technically a song. It's a YouTube channel called The Mahogany Sessions. It's the best YouTube channel ever.
Oh.
It's basically where a lot of unknown
those
indie
people.
bands and just like people in general come on the channel and they record one of their songs or a couple of their songs in really cool locations and completely stripped down and really in different ways. So one of them does like with an orchestra in the background. It's just really cool and it's just a lot of raw talent that's on the channel. I found so many artists on there: Freddie Dickinson, Alex Vargas, amazing.
I've seen them.
Hosier
That's a
was
good
on
channel.
there a really long time ago. They had him on there a long time ago before he really blew up. So like, they're really found some really amazing talents to put on there. And then my second is I used to be obsessed with this band called Mariana's Trench.
Yes.
And it's kind of like they're a boy bandish kind of thing, and I'm not as into that, but the lead singer in the band has the most amazing vocals, and they just came out with another single called One Love. And the last like a minute and a half is him like screaming these lyrics, but not in like a scary way, like not in a screamo way,
screamo,
just in
yeah.
a really awesome vocal way, and I love it.
Yeah.
And they're really like he's really good with that in his music, and they do a lot of like cello and violin, and I really love. Even though I'm not so into that kind of genre anymore, I can really appreciate his vocals.
I got
and
really excited at the prospect
music
of a
as well.
screamo boy band. I wouldn't, even want to listen to anything. I'd just like to
Look 'em
see a
up, Marion
picture of them.
Church. They're really
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see like boy band choreography, but like screamo,
They're
like
not like that
awful.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
They're kind of more like all-time low-ish.
Oh,
That's,
okay.
like how I can do that. But.
Yeah. Raul, what are your
Okay,
picks?
Raul, what are your picks?
My picks. Okay, I'm gonna say friggin'. Okay, I'm gonna do a channel as well because apparently we can do that.
Well, Noisy Freaks is.
And it's going to be. Oh, is it a channel? I thought that was the name of the band.
Well, it's
Is it
the
just-
band, but it's their channel also. The only one who didn't pick something is Leo.
Oh,
Leo's
okay.
lame and didn't pick
Leo
internet music.
Leo picked music. It's called. What's it called?
Don't do that.
Wow, what's it called? I forgot. You should look up a song by this guy named Herbal T. It's called That's It. It's a pretty sweet song, and then you'll find the channel that way. I think it's called, no. It's called Kinda Neat. Kinda Neat is the name of the channel. And they have some really good like hip hop artists that like aren't very like, they're not super big. Some of them are a little bit, but they're a little bit more like underground. And you get some really good stuff looking through there. And then I'll say Neil Cicierega. He's the guy responsible for Lemon Demon, if you're familiar with those videos. And I don't know, they used to be viral at one point.
Okay.
But he does.
Oh, wait, we actually know what that is.
Yeah, he's done mashups of like. Have you ever seen the video of The Count? And he sings.
Oh
Call
yeah,
me the Count,
yeah, because
and
he
I
really
really love
likes
to
beep. Yeah,
that's
Censored
Lemon.
Count.
That's that guy.
Oh, not bad.
So
then
he
I have
does,
seen that.
yeah, so he does like mashups of like songs and stuff like that. And the one I'm gonna suggest is Crocodile Chop. So
Oh yeah, you were talking about that.
yeah, it's good.
I'll
Crocodile
watch
Rock music by Elton John with the vocals of Chop Suey by Sam
That's
of a Down.
awesome. I'm definitely gonna watch that then.
It's
that's
a pretty
actually
good.
super
It's
sick.
a pretty good mix. So
Okay.
that's me.
We're being told to wrap
Good
it up.
picks.
So that is our show.
I like this episode.
And I mean, we're going to be here next week, and we're going to kill it yet again.
Yeah.
Kill it yet again. How did
Tune
this-
in again at 8 on Wednesdays. Dan
Wow.
threw something at me.
Our cameraman is not happy with this.
I'm kind of confused.
And
as
then
to
Leo
how-
flicked me.
Can we talk about how this camera somehow shifted over?
Yeah, good
when
job.
nobody was over there.
Wow.
That's what I want to know.
Our
Is
cameraman is
studio
awesome
haunted?
today.
Bye,
Our
everybody.
cameraman
Good
is
night,
awesome.
everyone. See you next week.
Oh my God, I'm scared.
Oh, flip over.